That's crazy. That's crazy. That is probably the best thing I've ever thought about, y'all. What? How are we doing today? How goes the day? Let's see who we get in here first. The first 100 people get a oh, there's the other marker. Wow, took me like 45 minutes to find that marker. That's crazy, but we're here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Well, it looks like I'm the first person here today, as always. Welcome in, everybody. I'm full of rain today. We are. How did somebody? I don't know. I don't care. I don't know, and I don't care. I don't care. No, I don't care. We're drawing this guy dreaming. There's a guy that's in the middle of this whole situation right here. This guy right here. I don't know his name yet, but that's who we are. Oops. Giving context to because I made it. Welcome all. Those who wish will be granted anything today. Just ask. Yeah. Oh, wait, I spelled that wrong. What? Let's go. I like this. I like to be the first one here. First one in. Let's go. Let's go. And you guys can donate as well. If you like to donate, you can donate here at my Cash App at 15 green. Wait, did I spell that right? 15 green. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, indeed. We're here for it. We're about to get started, y'all. We're about to get started. I feel like I need some more light. I thought the light was good. So we're just going to start drawing. Let me see. Oh, yeah, that's right. I already figured out that I know how to draw. So we're just going to draw whatever. We're just going to draw whatever we want to do. You want to know why? Because I made it. I made it. Let's go. I made it. Let's go. I made it. How long have you been drawing for? Do you want me to lie to you? I'll tell you. I've been drawing for 4 days, 3 hours, 22 seconds. That's how long I've been drawing for. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like I've been drawing for my entire life, but you can kind of take that however you choose to, because because a long time is a really long time. And I think I've been drawing for a really long time. Yeah, it's been a long time, y'all. It's been a long time, yo. The Ago, I like that. How you doing? Nali Perales, how you doing? Yeah, I've been drawing for quite a while. I have what they call an instinct, so I use my instinct to create, and I follow that as permission to create whatever, however. And sometimes, it takes me places. Sometimes I've gotten some incredible things made because, well, because I made it. Yeah, 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 yeah. And I think everybody can. It's just what we all choose to believe. And I've told myself that I believe that I can draw. So that's that's where you start. And just work yourself, work your way, work through, work, 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 and you'll become the best at it. You'll become exactly what you say you are in very little time, actually. You can wake up tomorrow and be like, dang, I am who I say I am. That's crazy. Yep, it works just like that. Yep. Boobies. I drew a booby. Yeah, that's basically it. And the strongest part of that is realizing who you are. Yep, I'm gonna draw another booby. We got two boobies. I'm drawing boobies today, y'all. Don't worry, they're his boobies. Mm-hmm. 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 We're just gonna put that there, and yeah, yeah. What do you do? What's life go for you? Are you in school? Are you a product of some type of, what's the word, program? Because a lot of people that I talk to stem from the program. Yeah. Yep. 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 It's okay. We're all program kids. We all. We're all part of the program. I'm just asking because I just thought it would be fun to ask. You know what I'm saying? Neighborhood cat. Hiya. I'm an astrologist. Let's go. What was the last thing you took a picture of? Astrology? Astrologist? What was the very last thing you took a photo of? Because astrologists, they take a lot of photos. I know that because I am also an astrologist. Let's go. Where do you work at? Do you work at a college? Defense program? Where do you work at? A deer destroying my fence? What? That's not a place. That's an action. But that's what you took a picture of? That's cool. That's cool. You should probably post that online somewhere. That'd be cool. I would love to see. I'd love to see that happening in real time. Just send that to me. Yeah. You said I am not officially an astrologist. I'm still in college, but I'm training to be one. Let's go. What do you want to perform once you're in field? What would your? 'Cause I mean, like you're probably going to go through a bunch of tasks, not really realizing that you're just getting paid to do random things until you like specialize in something. But what do you want to do other than take pictures of deer destroying fences? That's a good one. I've never heard that one before. I've watched deer do a bunch of things, but destroying fences, you must be in a bad neighborhood. You must just be in a terrible neighborhood. You should probably relocate. If the deer are doing random things like that, yeah, there's another nipple too. You said, well, one thing I want to learn more about is the hypothesis of strange stars. Okay. Factual, 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 factual. So you're in school right now. What does that entail right now? Like your classes? Is any of that arranged to study in strange stars? Does it? Let me see. I can put boots on you. I can put boots on you. Put boots on you. You say AKA math and more, and physics and more math. Interesting. I didn't study as much math. I think I had a lot of writing, but a lot of math was not really um, was not really a part of it. I drew a lot. That's what I did. I drew a whole lot, just ridiculous amount of drawing while in school. So yeah, feel good about it though. Feel real good about it. Yeah, feel real good about it. So yeah, I guess math is more like calculating distance, equations of time, equations of perception. So you can get facts and distance and coordinates and light years and quantum fields and all that good stuff. All right, we can color. We can color if we want to. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's just make this jacket. La jacket. 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 It's cool though. It's a really cool field to get into. I'm pretty sure you're gonna spend a lot of time visualizing things that you didn't realize that exists, and that's a really cool thing because you don't have like closed doors. You'll have like a bunch of things that will open for you at that point because it's not really just about the math. It's about really understanding and communicating. So have fun with that. I wish you the best of luck too. Yep. I wish you the best because it's going to be an awesome experience. Just be open minded and do your best for real. Just do your absolute best. You said, well, okay. You said I am not officially a well, one thing I want to learn about. So why did I read that over again? In chaos theory, I hope you a great week in so long. Oh, okay. We'll see you later. Conversation done. And not a problem. I wasn't saying it to like end the conversation. I was just saying it to like, um, just making sure that you hear, some positive. That's really it. But that's cool. Stopping through. Appreciate the combo on the way out. Appreciate it. I'm not sad at all. I'm not sad. Maybe I should have got into talk shows, like hosting, rather than like Yeah, that would have been cool. I think about the things I didn't do and then realize that I could still go out and do all of those things and be really good at it because, well, because I made it. Yep. Yep. I've made everything that you see right in front of you. Wait, could you see the other guy? Yeah, you can see him. He's in the back. And it's like sniffing a tire or something. I don't know what's going on with that dude back there. He reminds me of my son. Not sniffing tires, but I'd be driving or something and he's like behind the truck. Like, you can just continue to back up. I'm like, no, I can't. And he would just be that person. Yeah. It's cool. Yeah. Yeah. It's cool. But what was I saying? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, a talk show. That would be cool. That would be really cool. A talk show um, would be awesome. Because I kind of feel like for a long time I wanted to do shows like Oprah did. She would just have like random guests. That randomness would bring in so many people who would want to come to her talks, and she would have very serious talks, and I would do the same thing too. So somebody has suggested that I do like for podcasts, I would just bring in random people. And I was like, all right, I'll try that. For whatever reason, I just couldn't get a connection with anybody. People would be like, yeah, I'll do it. And then I could just not get that connection. So I was like, well, I think that might be wasting my time. So I just was like, all right, well, let's just go and draw. We'll just figure out what drawing will do to us. I see what it did to us. I see exactly what it did to us. It made us like really good at drawing. Really good at a talk show? No, not really. Not really good at talk shows. But I'm pretty sure if I did that, I'd be the best at it. Well, and I'm saying I would be the best at it because, well, I'm the best at drawing. And yeah, that's really all that matters. Yep, because what you see is what you get. Yep. Yeah. Yep. I appreciate the likes too. I always get like 6 likes every day. And I'm like, 666, does that mean something? By the end of the week, it's like a good additive of numbers. And I'm like, but I've done better. Is there a way that I could have got like 50 likes? But then I'm like, I put things out there and I'm like, no, probably not. You're probably not wishing or assuming hard enough. That's why you only got that. And once again, this is not about me drawing. This is about me creating content. That's all this comes down to. That's all I've ever thought about. It's like, I want to create content. I don't know what type of content, but I know I have a skill, so I'll just do this. And I'll see where it takes me. And we're just going to put some skin right there over top of that. Yeah, yeah. So this is a part of a person's dream. Now, once again, when I was talking about the talk show, this is the part where we're having a conversation about your dreams. And yeah, you might be young. You might not be able to figure out what the heck I'm talking about right now. But when you go to sleep tonight, you're going to have a dream. Everybody does. There's no way out of that experience because guess where you're going to go to? A place you've never been before. So that is you dreaming. That is you perspectively thinking of a place that you've never been before. So sometimes we put together things, imagery, and the feeling, and et cetera, et cetera. And so we're going to start to dream. So this is something you could have like been holding a flower, and you're standing next to a blue truck, and there's somebody with a mask on, but you're not sure if he's a monster because he didn't scare you. But you can see like he's got a chest there, and there's blue. Like all these things are just part of dreaming. That's what it is. Yeah. And I'm taking it pretty serious because this guy in the back, this guy right here, that's his dream. And it happens to every single one of us. And it will happen to us until the day that we're no longer able to think. And whatever day that is, yeah. But as we go through all of these experiences, every day is a dream as well, because we're here, right? We think of things to do, we question things, we see colors, we go through the whole experience of a dreamlike state. So that is what it is. So somebody told me, they said, "How's your day?" And then I thought of it and I was like, well, why are they asking me how my day is? Maybe they want to know about my day. Maybe they're interested in changing my day. Maybe they want to give me money because my day is not filled with that. And I thought of it and I was like, you know what? My day is really good. I had people on my chat talk to me about their experiences. And then I kept thinking, I was like, man, this is so weird. Like, why are people telling me and asking me things like dreamlike situations? Like what is it that they want to hear? And ultimately, the goal would be is to see what your dream is like. So my day, I had a great day. I got to walk with my son. We worked out, got some food. Our experience for the day is based on what we chose to experience. Because if everything is based on experience, then that's us feeling. So I feel great. My day helped me feel great. And that's where I'm at right now. That is where the perspective of my day is. Yeah, that's what it really is. I got all of this space here too. So we're just going to draw what we're going to draw. I mean, once again, like, you guys can help me figure out what else to draw. Like, this is a dream experience. Like, this is all a dream. So yeah, you guys can help me sing along this experience for the time being. And yeah, so I'm taken in by a lot of the things that are happening because once again, the people who I perceive in my life, they're all part of my dream. If they weren't, then they wouldn't be here. Isn't that interesting? How we don't realize that all of this is just one wake up. Yeah, just wake up one day and be like, I want to go ride a bike. I want to go to this place. I want to do this. I want to do that. And then you go do it, or you figure out how it would look if you do it. And you're still visualizing, you're still actually doing it physically, maybe not, but you're still actually doing something that puts you right in the spot of experiencing something that you've always wanted to experience. Isn't that cool? Isn't that just something cool? And I think I might have lost us on where I was going with that story, but I'll try to get back to it at some point in time, because I'm drawing characters. I'm drawing him. I'm drawing her. I'm drawing characters. I usually draw my characters, right? They're usually carrying something. They have some way of showing me that they are part of an adventure, and they're carrying things. They might be carrying some water, or might be carrying food, and I enjoy that part because I'm always carrying something. I got something in my bag, in my pocket, and I'm really taken back by my characters that are always on an adventure. Because every time I leave the house, I'm like, yo, we're on an adventure right now. Either I'm driving or I'm walking. I'm on an adventure. And maybe the tools that I have in my bag or in my pocket will help me, create the rest of the adventure, because I brought everything I said I needed. I swear, I try not to leave the house without those things. And Sometimes you just like get overwhelmed by the urgency of rushing out, and then you're like, well, yeah, yeah, I guess I'll prepare better next time, and then that's what it'll be. So, but yeah, but most of my carriers are my characters are carrying something in this experience. So I really do. I really enjoy it. The ones that have their eyes closed are usually ones that are dreaming. The ones that are carrying something are usually the ones that are explorers. They're going somewhere. They're taking the time to get someplace. Um, yeah. So, and I enjoy that part. What's up, Dondro? You said so cool. Let's go. How you doing today, man? I missed you. I missed your content. Yeah, that's cool, man. I'm thinking every single day about this artwork that I'm about to receive from you. So I'm manifesting, obviously, but like, I can't afford it right now because I'm moving, and every dime that I spend means that I cannot get into this place that I'm trying to get into, like in a hurry and be furnished and everything. So I have to be careful. But yeah, once I'm there, I'm calling this guy up named Dondrell who makes incredible art. Y'all should check his artwork out too. Dondrell Lee Artistry. Check his artwork out. He's the greatest artist that I've ever known. Yep. Yeah. Sure? And I'm gonna buy. Sure? I have his artwork in my house. I'm absolutely positive. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Are you sure? Is there a second one? Is there a second? Yes. Maybe a fourth. Am I the second? Are you the second? Yes. Yeah. You're up there too. I mean, there's no seconds. There's no like second or third place ribbons. Everybody who say they are what they are what they are. And yep. So I'm in first place. You're in first place. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yay. Yeah. You got it. That's my son. Yeah. Trying to take as much as he can because he heard what I said. So yeah. But yeah, I really want some artwork because I have these walls in my new house. I have some walls, and I'm like, yo, I know exactly what I need to put up there. I need it, and because like I'll fill you in. I've been buying some artwork, and like I'm not about to brag. I'm not bragging, but I really enjoy buying other people's artwork. And just like I said before, I think I might open an auction house because I still believe that the art that I've seen, I was like, why aren't people buying this? Like, why is it just sitting in people's houses, not being appreciated? Because if there's millions of people, somebody wants your artwork. They just don't know how to reach it, or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I was like, I think I might do that. And that would help out so many other people who can't reach, that part of, the experience. Because everybody wants to experience like sharing art, like I'm just saying, I'm just saying. And I was like, yo, this dude, Dondrell, I said as soon as I saw his artwork, I was like, "Yo, I know who he is. I know who he is. I know exactly who he is. Yep, he is the greatest artist, living artist. How about that? How about that? How about those apples? Yep, yep. I was like, so there was an experience. Oh, my nose is all wet. What the heck was that about? Where's my paper towels? Had that dog wet type crap. I don't know. The AC was blowing for a second, and I was inhaling all of that. Oh my gosh. But who is it? What the heck is the name of that? I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about. The white guy with Basquiat. So they had this party, and he went to the party and he was taking a bunch of pictures. Oh my gosh, I can't remember the freaking dude's name. It doesn't even matter. But so when I experienced like that phenomena I was like, I know exactly what this life right now. I know exactly what this means. I know exactly what we're doing at this point. We're we're experiencing this art as our own party. And we don't realize it, until we all show up together and they're like, whoa, are you here? You're here? You're part of this? And you're like, yeah, I think so. Like, do you do art? And you're like, I do art. And you look at their art and you're like, what? I've never seen anything like this. So that's what I'm experiencing right now. And even I will call them masters. I see masters who do artwork right now. And I was like, wait, how long you been doing artwork? And I mean, it doesn't matter how long, but it just like you just know that they have that experience. They've been doing artwork for a good long time. And so I'm in the presence of the masters. We're in the future, but at the present time, experiencing art as the turn of the new, if that makes sense. And we just haven't burst on the scene like, like some of the other artists. So that's why I said I want to do an auction house, because I know that auction house will open up ears and eyes to what I've been seeing like nonstop, I did a show. Let me see, back in June, was it April, May, April. And this woman's artwork, I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I see it. Like I see exactly what this is. And I was like, I couldn't believe I was actually doing a show with her, because it was like it was like 200 people that showed up. And I was like, whoa, like, where are we at right now? And I had that feeling like this is that part, this is really that part that we're all playing into this organized art. Like people are taking pictures, everybody looked nice, like that. Like I had that feeling and it was crazy. I was like, you know what? We got to do this more often. For real, for real. And like social media helps too, but social media is like social media stuff. Like you can get a bunch of, like famous people and stuff like that, but they're famous because they're actors. They're not famous because they created artwork. They're creating, like scenes and stuff like that, but they're not creating like, I mean, they are, but they're not creating the parts that we need to signify that we are changing the perspective, if that makes sense. They're changing fads into, I don't know, like I want to say culture, but I mean culture still is like fad sometimes. So, but art changes the world. That's what I'm trying to say, if that makes sense. Yeah. You said makes sense. I like the piece with the butter stick and abs, and the joint was hard. Pause. Artistically. wait, wait. You said the butter with the abs? You talk about this one? Wait, which one were you talking about? The butter stick and ABS and abs. Oh man, I missed it. I'm sorry. You said it was hard though. I said I'm not going to pause on that one because I still want to know what you were talking about. I still want to hear it. But it was funny though. That was funny. That was so funny. I don't know which one, the butter one. I'm thinking, because when you said butter, I'm thinking the one with the buildings that I was building, that stream. Because now it's like, were you talking about this one right here with the abs? Because I'm just drawing random creatures and stuff, so I'm not sure. Oh, in the art show. Oh, in the art show. Yeah, that show was crazy. That's what I'm saying. That show was wild, man. And it sucks because it was only up for a month. But that theme, yo, we kept realizing that theme should have been like posted on social media to blow the minds of people. Like when it comes to like creating things like that, I'm pretty sure everybody else was doing it at the same exact time. Because we kept finding people who were personifying butter that exact month. We just kept finding stuff over and over and over. Like the whole entire month, it was signified somewhere in like the 1800s that butter at that time was part of like a thing. Like it was a thing in that month. And I was like, what the heck? There was like people who were taking pictures with butter. They were painting people with butter. And I was like, like, how did we hit that mark again? But once again, it's like one of those like those timeline things where you meet and match up, and that's just yeah, that's just what happened. Yeah, that's what it was. But yeah, there's I want to say that there's another show coming up, but I won't. I don't think I'm gonna be a part of it. It's the Blackout show. I want to, but I'm not really sure. Yeah, I'm not really sure how. But the abs. I'm trying to remember which one that was. What picture you were talking about with the abs? Dang it. Dang it. I'm trying to make the connection because I took so many pictures and yeah, what the heck? You said how much was it? Where is that piece now? Which piece are you talking about? You posted on your page a few weeks ago. Oh shoot. Now I'm getting like writer's I mean not writer's block, but I'm getting like sorry. I was talking about something and then you started talking about something and I really like disconnected. You said in that art show, I have all the pictures on my phone, but I can't access them because I'm streaming with the phone. So I can't even look at them. You posted on your page a few weeks ago. All right. Was it a post? Hold on, I'll look back on the computer. Was it a post? I think it was a post. Hold on, let me go. A few weeks ago. At the Butter Show. Okay, hold on. Show info. No, it wasn't on that one. Was it a video? Shoot. Shoot. So I think I did. I took a couple of pictures. Let's see. Oh man, it wasn't that one either. Damn. 'Cause I think I did three. I think I did three posts of that. Hold on. I took some really different pictures. I'm not even sure anymore, Dondro. I have no freaking idea. I take so many freaking. I have like 700,000 pictures on my phone right now. You said, where is that piece now? How much was it? Is that post still on your channel? I didn't take anything. I didn't take any posts down, so I'm looking back at it right now. Let me see. There was June. I posted three things on June 30th. No, four things on June 30th. Let me see if there's another. Okay. That's it. I'll look good in that picture too. There's a picture of the crab. Yeah, you're doing extra stuff. Also, now you're working out. Okay, now you're working out. With the
now.
okay. Dang it, I have no idea, Jandro. I just have no idea which one it was.
Does this count as working out?
Yes, if you're consistently lifting something, yeah, that's pretty much working out. I have no idea now. Because now I have Instagram too, so the pictures that I put on Instagram are different. So there's like everything is like blending in together in my head. Yeah, because I'd be on Instagram. You said don't let me disturb the stream. You're not. You're asking good questions because now I'm trying to figure out which one you were talking about. It's okay. I'm still drawing. I'm just trying to figure out which one you were talking about. You said how much it was, and I'm just not putting. Are you talking about one of the? Was it a video or was it a post? I don't freaking know. That was a really good picture too. That was a really good picture actually. Yeah, it was really good. That was a really good picture. You said you're disturbing. There's nobody else talking. I wish there was like 40 other people talking, and I'd be like, bro, you gotta you let me come back to what you're saying because I have no idea. You know, it's not that serious. It's really not. Now, if the chat was like fluttering and there was like 40 people, and I was, I have to come back to that one because I have no way of doing that. But I mean, I'm just easily just looking back on my but I'm trying to figure out which one we were talking about. I want to make that connection because you said it. You said in that art show you posted on your page a few weeks. Where is that piece now? You talk about the crab? Are you talking about that piece? The crab piece? The crab piece is in the house. Nobody bought it because I put it up. I I put ridiculous numbers on it. Because I believe in my art. So whatever. It was a post of a piece of artwork that was in the show. Was it my artwork that was in the show? Because I posted other people's artwork in the show. I think someone else made it because it was different than what you usually create, you know? So yes. Okay. So was it a picture of a butter girl? Was it her or was it a guy? Oh, I know which one you're talking about. He was holding the stick of butter. That was Amy's work. Hold on. That was Amy's. No, that was Bree's work. That was Bree. She because I remember the okay, yeah. She yeah. He was holding the stick of, I get what you're saying now. Now I put the two and two together. But you want me to contact her? I can send you her link if she's got she might still have it. I'm not sure if she sold it at the show. I didn't connect with her afterward, but that's Bree's work. Yeah, I saw her when we did the what the heck is the name of it? The not consultation. We did a group like showing like of where we were with our artwork at that point. And when we saw it, we were like, yo, that artwork is crazy. It was hard. You know what I'm saying? I was like, hey, you got like you were hitting the mark with the butter scene. Like you got it. And it was pretty fun. Yeah. I don't know why I couldn't find that, but now I know which one you're talking about. Yeah. Let me see. It is on 1, 2, 3. Maybe I think it was the last day. Let me see the last day that I posted for the show. First, second. Because I posted them all on the 28th. Hold on, I'm looking back. Because like I said, I think it was the video. There was a video on my Instagram, and it's not on that one. Yeah, that's Bree's work. Yeah, hold on. I'll tell you exactly which one it was. It's the Butter Show. I said the Butter Show was a great idea. Hold on. I think I can just keep clicking on that same one. Like, what are you doing? Hold on. Was it this one? Okay, so there was Martha Stewart riding a stick of butter, the butter UFO, the info. There it is. Okay. It was on.
That's not butter.
It was on the. Which one did I freaking click on? It was. I guess you can't even tell which one it is because I posted it different. It says this show is pure butter, June 27th, to July, and it has Martha Stewart riding a piece of butter is like I think the first one, and then it's Ronald McDonald looking at a sandwich. That's the first image that I have, and then yeah, that image is still in there. But I can contact her. I can contact her right now and ask her if she still's got it. If she still got it for sale though. Yeah. What's her channel? She doesn't have a YouTube channel. She has an Instagram. Hold on. Let me get my other phone. Yeah. Because when I saw it, I was like, yo, that's so exhilarating. It really was such a great piece that she put together. Let me see. I'm looking her up right now on my Instagram. So I'll send her. I'll just put it in the chat. That's what I'll do. I'll put her info in the chat. Her name is Huckle. Wait, Honeysuckle. Her name is Honeysuckle on Instagram. Yeah. Yep. Wait, where's her piece at though? Okay. I don't even see her. Oh, you know what? Her piece didn't go up there. Okay. Okay. Wait, let me get. Hold on, because she got two different profiles on Instagram. I want to make sure. There's Honeysuckle Witches on her Instagram for her. I'm gonna show you the picture, but let me find her in the chat. Yeah. How do I spell it? Hold on one second. What's the IG? Hold on one second. Because I just looked on her page. Her page doesn't have that picture at all, and she has a business page, and then she has a personal. Hold on, I gotta find. Hold on, Julie. It's really weird. How does she not? She does not pull up on my. Yeah, because she didn't post, and even in the group chat, she never posted the picture. So the only way that I saw it was when we actually went to her house and we did the she made I was about to no, she didn't make that either. God dang it. So mad that we're sharing stuff that is not hers. Blah 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 blah. Sorry, I'm usually good at stuff like this, but um even her page was weird because I mean I can contact her, but hold on. Hold on. I'm just gonna message her. to know. I think it was her. I think it was Bree. Her name is Bree. Let me see. Because I didn't take a picture until hold on. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, I'm gonna send the group chat this picture. Sorry about this. Oh wait, I can wait. I can just hold on. What am I doing? What am I doing? I have the show's info. Ha ha ha. There's the show's info. It's like there it is. I had it the whole time. There it is. Yeah. And I'm sure it should take you to yeah, it should take you to yeah. Yeah, but it was in the post too. I'm like I don't know where I'm at right now. I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. But yeah. Um I'm gonna still send her a message. See if she still has take a picture. Yeah. Maybe she is hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, that's Amy. No. Amy. Wait, is that Amy's? No, that's Amy's. No. That's Amy's work. Oh shoot. No, that's Amy. Oh shoot, that's Amy. I have her information. Hold on. That's Amy. I said Bree. That's Bree. Yeah, her name is her name is on the artwork too. I'm so tripping. But her hold on, her account is called yeah. That's her account right here. Oops. Yeah. Yep. That's the one that made that painting. Oh, that's so funny. I was like, wait, let me just look at it and see whose name that is. But yeah, that's definitely hers. That's definitely hers. Sorry for the long drawn out like I was 100% into figuring that out. 100%. 100%. It happens. Got it. Let's go. No, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for the. Yeah, appreciate you reaching out for that. Yeah, all worth it, man. All worth it. Our next show, we're supposed to do a blackout show. Everything is supposed to be in monochrome. I wasn't sure if I'm gonna do it because it's next. It's not September. It's October, and that's my birth month. So I really wasn't sure how I felt about it, but I'm just doing so freaking. I'm not doing a lot, but I'm doing a lot right now. I'm just doing a whole bunch of stuff. So trying to figure out how to yeah, get moved and everything. Cause yeah, I think it's a lot because I'm doing it all by myself. Maybe that's what the feeling is. Yeah. I usually move by myself. I don't have no problems with that, but it's uh it's different this time. I gotta handle a mortgage by myself, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. This gonna be a lot of fun. Yep. So I'm trying to figure out trying to figure out everything, and I gotta earn some extra income, and I have to continue to stream every day because my monetization is coming up, and I'm excited about that. And I want to make sure that the content I'm creating is equal and parallel to that. Because like once you start your monetization, you don't want to do extra stuff because extra stuff will just mean that you're gonna push away other people, etc. It's weird. I'm thinking of it as like because I have two channels, right? My other channel's not even monetized, 100%. I'm just like, what was I doing? And so, I mean, I was creating a crazy amount of content, shorts, the whole entire nine, going live stream, blah blah blah, and still just never made it to my monetization, right? So I was like, well, maybe it's me. Maybe it's just what I'm producing, um, because that's just what I'm producing. So I was like, well, maybe for this channel, right? This channel, I'll just continue to do what I'm doing because I'm only drawing. I paint and I draw, so I'm an artist. And so, maybe sell some work here and there and do some shows locally. All of that stuff will just be full circle, and I'll get my monetization. And damn it, if I'm not almost there right now, I'm like, subs and stuff like that is cool. So I'm producing, so I understand how to get to it. Just I want to keep going because I know if I keep going, I'll make it. I'll just make it. So, it's more or less like a promise to myself. And where's the yellow at? Because it's a promise to myself. And I want to do books and I want to write. And one day, I told myself one day I want to make a movie. I think a movie would be so cool. Like just, it don't have to be like $500 billion to make a movie. Just, some some local people might be enthused about carrying a role, and we just film and tell some good stories, some really epic, like really emotional stories, like because people are people, and I want to show the best of people, through art, maybe through dedication, because it's what we live. So why not just tell a story about how we live and how we get it? It could be like real people, like living a real scenario of situation. So that's what I want to do a bunch of stuff. I can't tell everybody everything because nobody cares. Maybe some people will help me get there quicker, but sometimes it's like, well, if you tell them now, that surprise is just like, I heard about it. But when I get there and they're like, oh my gosh, you really did it, that's the feeling that's what I've told a bunch of people though, just not social media yet, because social media don't care. They just They're living their own worlds on social media. Because my son confirmed that social media is not exactly the real world that we live in. It's more of a place that people go to drain their energy. That's really it. Like, okay, there are different there are different ways of um like content, right? Content is everything at this point for a lot of people, but it's not real because a lot of people believe that's what people's lives should be. So if I'm growing up in that point and I'm believing that, that's what I'm working for every day. Oh, I'm going to be a content creator. I'm going to make this and do this because that's what, and it's okay. But what my son believes is that it's a place that people only exist because he sees what I do.
What'd you say?
What did I say about what?
What'd you say?
What did I say about what?
What'd you say?
About what?
What? Tell me what you said.
About content?
Yes, what'd you
About
say?
me making content on YouTube?
Yeah, but what did you say about me?
Oh, that you believe that content is based on a different way of the way I think. Because this is a business for me. Like I'm making content to earn income and to perform as an entertainer. Yeah, sorry, that picture is still. That's him holding his butter. So Amy made this. Do you not know that from the show? You didn't see it at the show.
I did.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
asked you why it's there.
Oh, because I had to take a picture of it. Somebody wanted to.
No,
for the
why did
show.
you take a picture of it?
Why did I take a picture
That
of
was a
it?
bad idea.
Because he was holding his butter. That's why. Yeah. So content is different for a new generation. There's some things that even my son just saw that picture of the butter. I was like, bro, it was at the show that we were at. He saw it too, but whatever. But yeah, so the thoughts, like when I talk about content, people are like, oh, you make content, and they're like, it's a different world of experience and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I really enjoy drawing. I enjoy like talking to people, and that is the form that I enjoy. Like, it's not me up there, experiencing it one way. It's him watching other people like tell about something. And what I explained it to him is like for every single person that's doing something, they are actors. That's what they're doing. They're performing a service of acting to get paid at that time or maybe later on. That's what they're doing. And I said I do the same exact thing, but he doesn't understand it. He thinking it's like people doing something based on, oh, how do I explain it? It's like he sees it, but like Queso, like I don't know if anybody knows who Queso is. He's like really like a really big streamer on Twitch. He's hit YouTube too, but so like when he believes and sees stuff like that, he believes that that is the only thing that people do. Yeah. So it's harder to explain on that point, but yeah. But it's like perception is everything because that's all they see people do. So they're like, oh, I can just not go to school and become a content creator and do foolish acts online because that is what is possible. And yeah, it is possible, but those people are just actors. They're performing whatever, like they're performing and doing whatever at that point because they're actors. So, and I had to tell my little one, like, this stuff is like when you're watching it, you're not learning anything. You have to find these things that are going to teach you something rather than you watching it and they're taking something from you. Like they're getting your public watch hours. They're getting your subscription on all the 4,000 people, that are attached to his account, you know. And so once again, I have to, I have to let people know, like, those people are just reporters sometimes. They're the same action as the news is. They're telling you about what's happening around the world. They're just reporters. Matter of fact, reporters get paid more than more than you know. And then the gamers are just testers of games. They're testing the game, they're playing it once, maybe twice, and that's it. Yeah, because I heard this guy's voice and I was like, why does he sound like that? Why does he sound like he's broadcasting uh, a live event? You know, like it was like breaking news. I was like, why does he sound like that? And then I linked it to a bunch of other accounts that do the same exact thing. And I was like, wait, are they reporters? They have this voice that they're using to portray something. And I was like, wait, I think that's exactly what it is. But anyway, I'm long winded. But yeah, so natural what it is. That's how I want to keep my account. And I mean, every day that I make something different, I really enjoy. Um, yeah, I really enjoy it. So I want to continue to do this. This is my practice. I'm practicing what I preach. I make content, and you know how I sell my art is totally different too. Because I have to remember, not everybody knows how. Everybody just learns what works, and then they stick to it, and then they make changes along the way. You know, whatever they feel is working, then they'll clutch that and continue. So, but yeah, so for YouTube, I use YouTube as a place that is probably never going to at this point unless they change um change how they format getting people paid and stuff like that. I'll probably use this this platform because it's an archive. You can go up here and look up anything from 10, 15 years ago, and it'll still be there. And just like it is, I'll still be here on this as well. I'll still be here. All my content, even if you're not searching for it, even if you can't like my artwork's not trending or something, whatever the case is, I'll still be here. Isn't that crazy? My son, 15, 20 years from now, if I stop creating artwork or if I change what I'm doing, or if I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to be a vlogger and travel the world and I'm not making content or drawing like this anymore, my content will still be on YouTube forever because that's what the platform is doing. Yeah. Yeah. And I appreciate it that way because, well, because I made it. Yeah. And I'm happy about that. People get to see like me really doing things that, yeah, that real people do when they're performing. And my hand is ashy. Oh my gosh. Yep. Performing with ashy hands too. But so yeah, so I have not just one skill. I have a new like a number, a plethora of skills. Where did I get it from? Probably because I have good memory, if that makes sense. Like memory helps for future and past experiences. So I told myself that I would be here at this point doing what I'm doing right now, and that's part of a memory. That's part of the experience, and that's what I did. So that's why you can see what I'm doing. I mean, even all of the characters that I have, I thought of one day. Check this out. So one day it was really really windy outside, and I heard something for the first time. I've heard something that I've never heard before. The wind was blowing so freaking hard. I was like, is that is the wind trying to get my attention? I thought of it just like that. It woke me up. I was like, is the wind trying to get my attention? And then I was like, what can I do with that? For real. I sat up and I was like, what can I do with that? Because that means that somewhere something is telling me that I can perform. I can do something, make something, be a part of something that I never did before. And I was like, you know what? I think I can. I said, what if I can use the wind to help me create content? And it did. So all of the characters that I drew and made them spinning me dizzy characters, that was because of the wind. 100%. I was like, you know what? If I take a fan draw something on paper and see if I can make it spin, that's content right there. And other people don't do stuff like that. And if what they do, it's because it's inspiration. 100%. It's 100% inspiration. And that's what I was inspired by, the wind. And all of those characters that I made, I didn't spend forever on it, but it was I could even made it into just one daggone video and then just edit it, upload it, and that would have been a part of the plethora of things that I create. But yeah, that's what I did. My spinning me dizzy characters came up because of the wind woke me up one morning. And I was like, no, I have to take advantage of that. I really do. I don't know how many subscribers, I don't know how many hours, public watch hours I got from it. I just knew that I could create something based on doing something that I really enjoy doing. And that's making things. 100%. Yep. 100%. And maybe this is the wrong platform to use, my skills on, but I'll find it one day and I'll feel good about it. I'll feel like, well, like I made it. And that will help me feel good about life, about my journey. Yep. 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 That's what it is. You said, haha, I remember those spinners? Yeah, I'm serious. That's what the characters over there in the bag. Yeah. I showed you. Yeah, I mean that really helped me like show the world, like, and this like I said, this is how I'm showing the world. Like I don't make videos like everybody else does, and they made something because I kept trying and I was like, I don't have the camera and editing. I just don't have their skills like everybody else does. You watch somebody make something, they got different angles, you could see them sawing something in half. I just don't make videos like that. I could probably make a lot more money, and I will in the future. Just but I'm showing people, right? I'm showing the world that I can make anything. Like, I mean, you asked me, you commissioned me. It was like, hey, I need you to make this pool, but it's just going to be like 12 inches and, it'll have people floating in it and, it's like zombies or something. And, it lights up and the background has somebody singing a song. I'll write the song. I'll write the narratives. I'll put the colors together. I'll draw all the zombies. I'll sculpt the zombies, and the whole freaking entire thing will just be that. And I'll do that because I have the background. I went to school for entertainment design, so I knew what I wanted to specialize in when I went to school. I just wasn't sure if I was going to get the job for it, if that made sense. So I went for entertainment design, which is movie props and makeup. That's what I went to school for. So I can do makeup, hair, all that stuff, prosthetics, all that stuff. So I can make anything. Drawing is just a part of the skills. That's really what you need, because they'll ask you to draw something up so they can see what it looks like before you actually spend a bunch of money on making it, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, that's what. And I've never actually, which is really crazy, I've never actually worked on, maybe that's what I'm supposed to be called for, but I actually never worked on a movie. I don't think so. I don't think I've ever worked on a movie. No, I've never worked on a movie before. I've worked on plays before. I've made costumes for plays, but never a movie in my lifetime. So I worked for colleges. Let me see who, private commissions and things like that. I've done stuff like that for people. I've made costume. I like it, like costumes and props and stuff like that for people. Because people, it's not always about the bigger business, because people need things just as much as anybody else does. So I don't know what I'm sculpting, but I'm just sculpting whatever here. I'm just doodling at this point because Yeah, I'm just talking. I'm actually in my head right now. Yeah, but I'll draw more characters. Hold on. Let me turn the paper. 'Cause I'm just doodling. Oh my gosh. I think I'm running out of space too. I think that's what it is. I'm just running out of space to draw on this paper. This guy's like, yeah, well, just sit back and blaze one and just keep it moving. So yeah. My son asked me, he was like, why is he smoking? I was like, I don't think it matters because I'm not smoking. So he out here living his life like he do whatever he want, he a grown man. So yeah. But anyway, let me see. I gotta make another character. So yeah, so those are really my skills, and I've attained these skills just over commissions, over people wanting to see things become. I made this football. Okay. So I really should probably sit down and during the podcast, I should probably sit down and tell everybody what I've done for commission. And it'll like blow your mind because I've worked for people that people don't know. Obviously, you probably don't know, but I've worked for doing things that people have never like exist right now. I've done stuff. I'm not bragging, but just know that earlier situations when things are new, people need to figure out how to make it. And they'll call you because they know you're possibly going to make whatever that is for them, regardless if it's drawing, shirt, blah, blah, blah. And this couple had me make footballs for them as handbags for the new season for the Dolphins. So they were gifts for a party and I made them and they were just handbags. I took footballs, cut them out, put fabric on the inside, like real nice fabric on the inside, gave them straps and sent them to her as gifts for their company. And it was the wildest experience. I was like, why would I didn't think why, but I just thought like who would want these? But then I was like, it doesn't matter because people want things that, like if you could think of it, like I'm pretty sure it could be made. And that's how I thought of it. And I did. I made handbags for the newest season. I don't know what year that was. This was in, ooh, this was like, it was for some new season for football, for NFL. And I was like, this feels good. Like somebody asked me to do like the oddest thing to make something for people. I never know. I don't even know if they still have the bags, the little handbags or not. But I made it because it was, it was money. And I was like, okay, you want me to buy footballs and turn them into handbags? Because that's what I was doing at that point in time. I was making handbags and I was doing it really well. And yeah, it was like, like I have all of these like little special skills and stuff that other people just never obtain because they just if they're not a house of creators or something. Like now there's probably like hundreds of house creators, like they make all types of things for movies, props, and et cetera, et cetera. And they're going to charge you obviously, but they're going to get the job done. Like I said, for content, like I know like Meat Canyon like has a company that makes him all his props for. And I watch stuff like that. I'm very in tune with things like that. So but yeah, like there's companies now that have been made based on props for YouTube and content and stuff like that, stuff. So yeah, and I never thought about it. I never thought about making a business like that. I just thought I want to make movie props and stuff. So you said these drawings are fire. You said depth. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Oops. Oh man, I appreciate that. Um, like I said, because I could really draw, man. Like, and this is just me like trying to use what I thought I didn't know was value, like using value today. I had no idea, and I still probably don't know how valuable, you know, um, what I'm able to do, and like the process of just creating. I have no idea. I'm just making things because it's fun to make stuff. And like I said, I draw every single day. There's almost not one day I don't draw. Like if I don't like so if I'm not at home, I'll go to a place and I'll draw on their walls. Like, yeah, you obviously probably have never seen any of my artwork on any of their walls because it's just random places. I'll be like, oh, I got my marker. I'm gonna draw on this. Nobody will know, obviously, but I've gone to new buildings and I've drawn in their bathroom on their walls. I'm not saying it's illegal or anything like that because I don't do illegal stuff. Like if they're a request or something like that, I'll do it. But most of the time it's a place that has that space for that significant. Yeah, I don't do illegal stuff. I'm not promoting illegal uses of. Yeah, that's not fair because it's not my property. Blah 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 blah. But yeah, I'll draw on your stuff. I'll absolutely take your stuff and I will draw all over it, and be like, it's mine. Yep. Yep. There is a nipple there. Yep. But yeah, I just I just have this curious knack of being able to see things without like representation or picture. Like, yeah, it's like a little wonky or whatever. Details might be a little wonky. The hands might be off a little bit, but I can really like, yeah, I can really do some damage. Like I really can. Um, wait, how does the hand? Yeah. And like I said, I'm just working on how to get better at drawing. That's really it. I still draw hands like I don't know what I'm doing, so it's fun sometimes. It's really fun. Where can I put this dude though? But yeah, this is me experiencing something that I said I wanted to see for a long time, um, without like negative or telling myself, "Oh, you made a mistake. Oh, what are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about that mistake? Huh? You're just gonna stop drawing? Huh?" Like, nah, because I'm good at drawing. Like, I just keep saying I'm good at drawing and never feel any negative about it because I made it. I freaking made it. Like, yep, I made it happen and I'm confident. And I tell it the same thing to my son. My son has no idea. Like, my son has no idea how good he is right now. And I'm never gonna let him think any other way. For real, for real. He likes drawing with pencils. So his characters are all pencil sketchy and stuff like that. But I will never tell him that he made a mistake or it looks awful or he need to do better or something, something, something. I'm just letting him feel what it feels like to create because he watches me create every single day. Like these are not the only things that I do, which is drawing. I put things together and how I organize, he's like watches me, he's like watching me put together things that that I have to think about because it's organization and it's complexity and all of those things, help him figure out what it's like to make something. So, and I go to the Dollar Tree and I buy like all of the arts and crafts, like boats. You got arts and crafts with cars. We went to there's like a Kroger. Kroger has like a section for kids' toys and stuff, and I bought him the Legos. Like one day he was just like, "Yo, I need to get Legos," and I was like, "Okay." So we went down the aisle, and I'm looking at it. It's like $15 for these Legos, and he was like, "Yeah, this is what I want. I want this right now." And he didn't ask. He just stated that's what he wanted. Put it in the cart, and he was like fixated. Like, I cannot wait to get home and put this together. I swear to God, if I'd had a video of him putting this together, it would have blown your mind. He put that thing together in 30 minutes. And I was like, wait, what? All by himself, no questions, read the instruction in the whole entire nine. Where's your Lego character that you built?
This one.
The last one.
fighters.
No, what was the first one? The first one took you how long to put together?
Like 20 minutes.
Like 20 minutes. What was the character?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man and who else?
Anti-Venom.
And Anti-Venom. He put both of them together in 20 minutes. Did I help you?
No.
Exactly. Did I help you on the last one?
No.
Did you put them all together?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, just like that. And I'm serious. Like, and this is how we encourage. This is the best way that I know how. Yeah. This is the best way. I was like, okay, go for it. Like, if that's what you want to make, you make it. I was like, I'm not gonna help you. I was like, if you really need help, like open up the package, stuff like that. But I was like, no. I was like, you got it. I was like, and I've never seen him seen him put together a Lego character ever. He read the instructions, looked at the pieces, the whole entire nine. Yeah. For real. I mean, just like I said, some of us just got it. We just got it, and I don't like that. Let's see what this. So, I mean, this is the best way of me like encouraging others who don't realize like we all have the same potential of doing great things. Just find what you like, pick it up, put it together, smell it, taste it, imagine what it would felt like if you accomplished, whatever that was. And I guarantee you'll do that. You'll 100% put all your great energy into making something that you're just like, wait, I put this together? Yeah, you did that all by yourself. And you should congratulate yourself. You should continue to congratulate yourself because that's building momentum in any direction. That's building momentum. Maybe you may not stay doing that same task, building or whatever the case is, but that is some real stuff. Like, and we all need it. Like when I was a kid, my mom was like, oh, you got toys, go play. I don't need to help you. You go figure it out. I built stuff with my hands. I broke stuff down. I made new characters out of paper, and I was like, okay, well, we either going to do this or we not. And that's exactly what I did. I did it all by myself. Yeah. And I'm about to buy a house all by myself. Like life is going to keep going because I made it. Yep. That's what it's going to continue to do all by myself. I do have help every now and then, but I only ask for help when I actually need help. And I'm proud of that because that's what we're supposed to do. 100%. Go out there and be an adventurer. Go out there and seek things that you experience only through visuals. Go out there and physically feel like what it would be like to fly a kite, to fly an airplane, to fly a NASA rocket or Jeff Bezos rockets or whatever. Like I saw a picture of an artist's artwork on Jeff Bezos' rocket heading to outer space. I was like, that is freaking crazy amazing. And that's what I'm saying. Like there's tasks and things that people need from other people. You don't have to be like some specialty. You just know how to do something and people will search you out. They will look for you because they will. They will find you. I promise. They will look for you. Even though you're not looking for them, they'll look for you. Yep, they sure will. And the best part of that is that you get to learn something that you didn't know was possible. Like I knew that the world was what it was, but I didn't know it was possible until I got out there and I was like, oh shoot, you're right. The world is like this. It's 100%. It looks like this, smells like this, tastes like this. I can enjoy it like this. Oh shoot, I had no other choice. Yep. I was thrown in a boat and I had to figure out how to either swim, float, or sink. And guess what? I'm still here. So I figured out one of them. I figured it out. I sure did. Yep. I sure freaking did. And the best part is I get to tell people that you can do it too. You don't have to do the same thing I did because whatever I did is in the past. That thing is long gone. Like things that I did and seen are long gone. It is far away from here. So you get to visualize and do things that you know, that you figure out you can do right now with all of the technology that we got. Because we got a lot of technology. We had a lot of technology back then too, but right now we got a lot of technology. We really do. We got things that y'all don't even know about. Probably won't know about it either. No, nope. I can tell you if you ask me the right question, I'll tell you exactly what it is. Yep, I will freaking tell you. But I would like for other people to figure it out on their own because it's fun that way. Fun asking questions. It's fun like looking at it from your perspective rather than some random stranger telling you about things that I don't know. I don't know. You know, like for real, for real. Yep. Yep. I've never been to a fair and submitted any artwork to a fair and won a prize. I know somebody who did that, and that's really cool. Now, if I wanted to experience that, I would definitely have to go find a fair and experience that. But he did, and he told the story about it, and I was like, "Yeah, that's amazing!" Like that felt. I'm pretty sure that felt good, you know. But you have to go out there and experience it yourself because that's how life is. You can't experience it through my eyes and my feelings because you'll never know what it felt like for me to win an award and people cheering and laughing and jumping up and down and you just never know. I had this one show that I did at Carnegie Mellon, and I tell you, if there weren't pictures video going right now, I'd tell you it wouldn't even existed. I made these handbags that moved while I had the models walking. They were holding a bag. And I'm telling you, if this was now like social media, I swear it would have been viral. It would 100% been viral back then. But technology is, I mean, the way that it worked back then wasn't the same as it is now. Those handbags that I made would have, yeah, somebody would have made some put together some video and it would have been like, um, it would probably would have been one of the best things to look at on the internet. It really would have. And it's interesting. I have pictures, but pictures don't tell nothing. They really don't. It doesn't tell enough. I'm not saying nothing, but it just doesn't tell enough. And yeah, I had handbags that, yeah, like couture, like avant-garde, like all of that stuff. Because I practice what I preach, and I make really good stuff. Really good stuff. I had somebody help me figure out the mechanics of it, but I designed it, and I sold one of them. I didn't sell the other one, so I don't know what they do with the bag, but it's a cool experience. And yeah, life is just like that. Go out there and figure it out. Throw rocks at the wall. See which one bounces back. See which one makes a sound. See which one breaks. All that good stuff because it's all possible. Yeah, it is possible. Like this dude jumping, and this is a Life of Nature asked me to draw this too. This is a UFO or a UAP. It's a UAP. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. But yeah, this guy's jumping to, yeah, I don't know. He's wearing a mask too. Let me draw the outline, the dark under it, so it looks like he is wearing a mask. There we go. He's wearing a mask. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. He's got like orange socks on. I have these same exact socks too. Although my toenails aren't sticking out like this, but I have these same exact socks in real life. Yeah. Yep. All right. What else are we gonna draw? I have to make 100 people on this paper because this guy over here. Sorry, I didn't show you guys who this guy was. This guy right here is sleeping. Let me zoom in real quick. I mean, this guy right here is sleeping. And he is the reason why all of this is being created because he's dreaming. Yeah. Look at his little nipples. I drew his little nipples. But yeah, he is dreaming. And everything that has taken place is because of him. Yep. All of the crazy situations. That's my Jeep right here. This is my Jeep on the side, but he dreamed of all of this happening. I didn't fill in all of the colors because sometimes when we dream, we don't necessarily analyze colors, we just analyze shapes. So I put that as representation as well. Some of the colors, like these two old ladies here at the bottom, let me see. These two little old ladies, they're headed to bingo. And I thought this was so funny. I was laughing so hard when I saw this. Like these two old ladies, they're both smoking too. And they're got their little shirt open, her little bag, her little slippers, her little dog slippers, her little long, her little long jacket. And they're headed to bingo. I thought it was so funny to talk about it like that. So for every one of these are a story, a part of your dream. This guy is karate chopping his dog. This guy is getting his hand bit by this dog. It's like so much fun to like organize and put chaos and stuff like that. These are my son's drawings too. This character and this character here. Yeah, these are his drawings. That was the first day we started drawing on this. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna make this," and I was like, "Okay, cool, cool." So I just been at it. Yep, I just been really at it. Yep, yep. I'm gonna pin that message too. Thank you, Dondrell, for showing up today. I appreciate that, man. I swear, you're like I don't I know what it is, and I'm probably gonna say it like 500 more times before it's like there. Like instead of you seeing it, people are gonna tell you exactly who you are. But you are. I feel like you're famous. It feels like that. It's like so cool to feel that experience. But thank you so much for joining the stream today too. Yep. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you so much, man. Yeah. Your artwork has has changed my perspective of my culture, the things that I have like really valued, as artists. And yeah, thank you so much, man. Thank you. 100%. Yep. 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 Let's put this guy laying down. Let's do that. Yeah. Because like facts are facts, man. Facts are real freaking facts, bro. Yeah. I don't know what it takes for you to be who you are, but man, just keep going. For real, for real. Just you keep being the best Dondrell that you can be. For real, for real. Yep. I mean that. I mean it. Yep. I think something about the squiggles. So I have these other canvas artwork that I always just throw paint on, but I never draw on them. And so the thing I was talking about, my son's like visualizing, or he's like watching me visualize things that I visualize. And he's like, what is my dad doing? Like, why does he just looking directly at the painting? And I'm like, something's missing. But I think I like these little squiggle drawings. And I've been squiggle drawing for a while. Like, where's the other squiggle drawings at? I know I got somewhere. Wait. Nope, I don't have anything near me. I'm cleaning up the house, so not a lot of artwork just hanging around it these days. But I make squiggle artwork, and I'm like, maybe I should draw these squiggle characters on it. And then something tells me like, don't draw random characters, because people will ask, who are they, right? If they don't have definition, like they don't have reason to be there, don't just draw unless it's that only, like this only character is okay, right? But if I'm adding it to another set of them and they don't match who he is or what is conflicting or blah 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 blah, like it's not worth it. Because my son asked me, so I'm long-winded. My son asked me why, because I had this character that has her middle finger up, and then there's another character who is like looking back a little bit. He was like, well, why did you do that? And then I was like, good. That's a good thing that somebody's asking a question like that, because then other people will ask questions like that too. And it's okay. But if I just put things that people don't understand, then they won't be interested. If they understand what it is, then they will be interested in, purchasing or taking pictures or whatever the case is. So I just thought of the artwork like that. But yeah, I think I might want to do more squiggles, like because I like these little handy squiggle works. I like doing them like this because it fits oddly of like doodling. And yeah, see how I just made that complete form, and I'm not like trying to do straight lines or yeah, just putting a few things together and boom, you got yourself a character. Yeah, 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 yeah. But yeah, I think that's what I want to do for those other ones, and just grab some, some crazy color markers and just go for it. And what am I gonna put here? What do you have in your hand? It looks like he's sleeping, but maybe he'll be a ghost. We'll just make him a ghost. Yeah. But yeah, I want to draw like this. I think that this is like fantastic feeling um to create like this. The lines are a little structured, but I like using the black marker to define and then, just add some color. Yeah. But I like defining the characters like this because it's easy to put them together than it is. Let's put him on a skateboard. No. What can I put him on? What can I put him on? I don't know what that is. Do you need a hug or something? Like, okay. I don't know. But yeah, this is what I really like to draw, like 100%. I don't know why, but it's like a calling thing. Because I've been doing that and I'm like, is that how you're gonna define these other ones? Um I could just make his, yeah, I'm just gonna make him a ghost. He's like a ghosty ghost.
What?
And what? The character is a ghost. Hold on, I'm gonna add some color to his beard. He's got a little red beard. He's Redbeard, the character. His little lips. Yeah. Yep. Yep. So this guy is just dreaming of all of this. This is all part of his dreamlike state. Because like, I mean, there's millions of things that are happening right now. Like somebody's given birth, somebody is celebrating a birthday, people are headed to, a party, all types of stuff. So that's what makes me feel like this is that this is possible. What was I gonna draw his face color? Just make him a color. Yeah, make him like a yellow. Yeah. Yep. No hands. Just that's weird. I said I was gonna put a skateboard on his back.
Skateboard on his back?
Yeah, like just yeah.
Yeah, just yeah.
Huh?
Like just yeah.
Just yeah.
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 Yeah. I think that's a wheel. I went wait. I haven't seen a skateboard wheel in a while. Hold on. Don't judge me. I haven't looked at a skateboard wheel in I don't know how long. I'm trying. I'm doing too much. No, there's no reason for me to draw. He's gonna bring the skateboard in here just because I said it now. Yeah. See. Okay, there it is. Now we have a representation of a skateboard. Yeah. There we go. Thank you. And so that was the other thing too. Like I always wanted to get into making skateboard decks in order to, use my designs all over. Because I mean, once somebody buys something from you, it lives with them. Like, they might forget 3 years from now, but in the beginning, it really lives with people, especially if you make something important for them, like a skateboard deck. And I was like, I could probably do something like that. The bottom half of the skateboard would be cool. And just add my own flow to it. And I thought of it and then it just automatically just diminished because I was like, you have to go and start something, which you're gonna have to make sure you got a customer base and you got to start a website and you got to tell. And I was like, oh my gosh, there's just so much stuff. Just so much stuff. Yep. And then I was like, I mean, there's other ways I could probably get in contact with a place that, has empty or what's it called? Not empty, blank. They have blanks and just, take them, buy them, draw them or whatever, and then put them in the store and see. But there's like a bunch of different cases of doing things. So, and I never did because I just have tons and tons of ideas. So, yeah, I just have tons of ideas. Not everything fits. So, what can you say? What can you say? I mean, don't get me wrong. I've tried hundreds of things. Like, just if I thought about it, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try this out. And a lot of people don't do that because they stick to the narrative and they're like, it's not gonna make me any money, and it's probably not gonna be important, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, I'm just doing it because I had the idea. I said, like, drawing this is just an idea. I was like, I can just do whatever I want to because I made it. That's just the way it goes. I'm not scared. I'm not thinking that I shouldn't. I'm just thinking, oh, when's the next time I'm gonna get to draw? And I just drew that random guy because it was easy. It was just easy. Like once I see a face, it's over. I'm drawing you. Yep. I don't care who you are, what you sound like, what you smell like. I'm drawing you just like that. Yep. 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 As soon as I see the face, that's it. You're getting drawn. Yep. Yep. This could be a fish too, with ears. Nope. No ears. Horns. Okay. Okay. Nope. Not horns. I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna make eyes because now I see your face and you got lips. Oh, look at your nose. Look at your little tiny nose. Is she wearing glasses? I think she's wearing glasses. Let's make her glasses. No, she's cool like that. She's cool like that. I'm just gonna make some straightforward glasses. No, goggles. Oh shoot. I made them goggles, y'all. Maybe she's swimming. Maybe this is high tide and she's just swimming. Oh, does she have her shirt on? It looks like she may not have her shirt on, y'all. We might have to draw some. Might have to draw some things at the bottom because she got goggles on. I always thought about that too, like my artwork going into like little X-rated stuff. I thought about it. Did I take it there? I've never taken my artwork there. Just never felt like it was needed. Although I'm pretty sure AI at this point right now could take a huge leap in that direction because people like to see things that they don't normally digest. People look at things in a different perspective, and it's just my perspective. So, but I believe she's in bed. Yeah, I'm gonna make her blankets. Let's just make her blankets. She's got a pillow. No, she is. She is tucked in tonight. No, she watched that movie, and it made her super sleepy. She's a little sleepy person now. Yeah. So I like to draw creatures that sleep with people sometimes. Like birds, rats, possums, egrets, you know, just all types of fantastic creatures because, well, they need a place to sleep too. Spiders, oh my gosh, I love talking about spiders sleeping with people because a lot of us don't know that spiders sleep with us. They probably sleep in our mouths more often than anything till you wake up and you're like, what the heck was that? It was a spider. 100% it was a spider. Yeah. Before you know it, you woke up and you didn't even realize it was inside your. You said life in nature. How you doing? Oh, you said what was the price you put on that crab piece? Oh, I put $2,300, and I was like, I'm being ridiculous, Dondro. I was being really ridiculous, but whatever, whatever number, I don't care. I just really needed to have a good home. However somebody, you know, it's whatever. It just needs a good home. That's it. Because I posted it and somebody said they was gonna buy it. She said, just let me know how much it costs. And I was like, okay. And then I gave her the price, and then she just never hit me back up. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, that really means that she was not intending to buy it. I was like, just give me a price for it, and whatever your budget is, just give me that, and we'll be even. Because I made it, I painted it, it's done. So it's not like it's a commission, and somebody's already paid for it. So yeah, just do it like that. Let me see. What else can I put up here? Because it's pretty empty, blank space. But yeah, that's what you said. It's worth it. I 100%. I freaking said that's the first piece that I've ever seen. Like when people do one-off pieces and they really think about the conception of making it, and I don't need that. And um, it looks like it's an art piece, like it's a museum piece. Like I put that together intentionally, believing that it would go to a museum. And that's just it, like. So I said $2,300, and everybody looked at it and was like, "Damn, this is really good." Like the picture, look on the posts that I had on my YouTube. I didn't show y'all, but no, I did show y'all.
No.
You could see my picture, and I'm not bragging, but you could see my picture from the door of the building, and that's what everybody said that they saw. They was like, "Yo, I seen your crab from the door, like your crab piece from the door," and I was like, "For real?" And every time I got that, it was like, "Yo, whose artwork is that?" And the person who set up was like, oh, it's so and so, and they're like, oh, it's really nice. And I'm telling you, that's what it felt like. You go into a place, that's what it felt like. And I can't get away from that. Like that piece is worth that much because yeah, that's the what is you doing? Look at my hand right there. You see that? That's what's happening, and it's not a good thing at all.
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
What is it?
Nothing. I
What
can't.
is it?
I can't explain it on
You can.
because I just said I can't explain it. You said magnificent art piece. Appreciate that, Dondro. Appreciate that. I mean, that's what. Yeah, I mean, that's my first painted piece this year for 2025. That was the first piece that I painted, and I felt really good about that. I wasn't, you know, I told my brother about it too, and he was like, "You made that?" Not in question, but it's like, "Yeah, man, I really painted that. I came with the idea, like, it was all about butter." And I was like, well, what goes well with butter? A crab. And I just painted it. And that's it. It didn't go into question. And it just was like, yeah, it became that. And I was really proud of it. I'm still really proud of it. It's just sitting in the living room right now. It's going to go in a box and never be seen again, just like my cats. Because I haven't sold any of the cats. No, I take that back. I haven't sold any of the ones that went for the last show. I didn't, because the one guy said something. I was trying to make connections with it, just wasn't hitting. The one guy said that if the other cat that I posted, because it was three of them, he was like, if you had, he said, if you had the other one violently vomiting too, he said I would have bought it. And I was like, bro, I can just make another one. But you got to remember when people say stuff, I'm not sure if it's because they want to be heard or if they're really serious. Like I just wasn't sure. I just wasn't sure. I was like, bro, I can make another one. And I'm like, what are we doing? Like, why are we even having this conversation if we're not talking about you buying something? Like, we're just having a conversation because you sound like you want to. I don't know. It just like really put me off, and I was like, well, what am I here for? You know, like what am I here for? I'm making things so I can, do presentation and but it was, I don't know, it was so weird. But that was the only inquiry that I had for the cats, the vomiting cats, because it was three of them. It was Victorious, Victory, and Voracious. Voracious was the last one I made. Was a smaller cat because I didn't have enough faux fur, so I just made them fat. Fat. I just made them smaller. Yeah, and I think that's what threw him off because he wanted all of them to look the same, and I don't know, man. I just don't know. And these are people. These are just random people that I've never met before, and I'm like, yeah, just like me asking people, hey, how long does it take you to draw? And then it's like, oh, that's cool. Like, who cares? like, like, why does anybody care? Like it took me a long time. It didn't take me like who cares? I'm saying it is like I'm just thinking like, yeah, I understand that you don't understand, but I mean, I think if I said 64 hours, does that mean you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, you're wasting your time? Like, or oh my gosh, that's awesome. You spent 64 hours doing something that I just don't know. I just really don't. Like if I'm gonna buy something, I'm gonna freaking buy it. I was about to say the F word too. I'm gonna buy it. Like we not standing here having conversation. I'm either gonna plan to buy it or I'm gonna buy it right then and there. And that's what I've done with most of the artwork. That's what I've done with most of the artwork. You said nice art. Appreciate that. You said Batman. Is that Batman? I think she might be Batman. She might be. I didn't put a mask on her. I could put a mask on her though. I could. We could take it there. You want me to take it there? Like done. Okay, bye. See you, life in nature. See ya. Um, but yeah, like I don't know. People weird me out with that stuff like that. I mean, my so the other artwork that I sold like a couple years ago, my yarn art, people really like that. I found it interesting too that when people talked about it, they were like, "Oh, it looks like a carpet." I was like, "Yeah, it does look like a carpet. Do you want to buy it?" And they're like, "Not really. I don't have space for it, or something of that." And I'm like, "Well, I'm making these things because it's avant-garde. It's different. It has. You should touch it because it'll give you a sensation. That's what I make art for. Like you can't touch this, right? But you can buy one and you can look at it and you can speculate and you can go back to the live stream where I was talking about why I made this character and how it means and blah blah blah. You can do all of that, right? And that's why I make art because it makes me feel some type of way, and I like the feeling. I like the fact that there's a feeling that comes with. Well, I want to make a face. There is a feeling that comes with creating. There's a whole heck of a lot of feelings, and I like the fact that I can show other people what it felt like to create. It's like giving birth. Females say that all the time. Women say that all the time. They like the feeling of giving birth. That's why they have multiple kids. That's why they go through the venture of producing because they like the feeling. It is an incredible, incredible, incredible feeling. And that's what like creating art is, the light of creating art. Is this? What is this? What am I drawing? What is she laying on? I'm going to get to it. I'm going to figure exactly, watch this. I'm going to figure out exactly what this is. Watch this. I'm going to figure out. I'm going to say it out loud and then be like, oh, shoot. I know exactly what it is. Watch this. Watch this. But yeah, so you know, most, like I said, most of my artwork gives you a feeling, gives you some type of sensation. Even if you're looking at it for a long period of time, it'll give you a sensation because that's what I like to do through creating. I do. Yep. My art makes me cry, makes me feel some type of way, gives me sensations, tells a story, you know, adapts to the new way of thinking, whatever it is, it just takes you there. You know, you may not even come back from it. You just may not ever come back from that feeling because it'll live with you for a very long time. And I could have sworn I was making things up, but I'm not. I'm being the truest that I could be when it comes down to it because these are facts. Yep. I don't fake stuff. I really don't. I make it, yep, I make it real because that's really what I know. And I spent my entire life telling the truth. Yep. My entire life. I remember the first time somebody told me that I was telling them a lie. I was like, for what? Like, why do I even have time to make up lies? What was the point? What would be the point of you making up a lie? Like, why you can just assume that you have something or know something or want to be somewhere. You can just assume. You don't have to lie. Like I assume that I live in Japan. You wake up and one day you're living in Japan. It doesn't have to be a lie. Lies make no sense. Like you have to stick with that lie. And at that point, like you might as well just make it your life. I am a security, what was I about to say? A security agent or something. I don't know. Just like you just be that. Just be that freaking person. Yeah. You can just wake up one day and be like, you know what I want to do? I want to go swim in the ocean and go find the best way to get there and go swim in the ocean. And then that's how life could be. Yeah. 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 I feel like this was Morty, Rick and Morty. I feel like this was him with the little tail. I'll make it black too. I feel like that's what he was. He was little Ricky. Little Ricky. What else? What else can I tell you about life? I can tell you anything about life. I'm 40. I was 40 for a very long time. And I've figured out like a bunch of different stuff. When I was like 11, I thought of the age of 24 as being a place that I could exist. I thought of that as an 11-year-old. I was like, I want to be 24. I want to live what a 24-year-old would feel like. And I did. I got there. I got there gracefully, actually. You know, I really did. I really did. And it's very interesting, like what we tell ourselves we can do. It's, yeah, you can do that. You can absolutely you can figure that out and keep going with it because it's all possible. Everything is possible. Yeah. Somebody had was I was watching this guy, watching this guy's interview. I love watching interviews too. I was watching this guy's interview and the way that he was dictating what he was stating, I was like, this dude can't be making this up. I was like, he's such a good storyteller because he remembers things. That's the part of it that got me. And I focused on it. And I was like, oh, I was like, he's a good storyteller because he can remember everything that he experienced. Now, and there's some points he was like, yeah, I don't have that thought anymore. But the rest of the story was like spot on. I was like, I couldn't figure out if he was lying. I just couldn't figure it out. I was like, there's no way that he had to be lying. Even if he was trying to make it up, I was like, the details that he was saying would just blah blah. You just could not make it up. I was like, he had to have been there. He really did. He had to. Wherever that was, wherever he just had to have been there. Yeah, like those Diddy parties. Like he had to be there, like for real, for real. Oh my gosh, I had to throw that in there. It's so funny. That dude was he was acquitted. That's crazy. That's so wild. I guess he didn't do it. Whatever. Anyway, so yeah, so like people's stories and stuff like that like really astonish me because it's their perspective of them going through something. But like when I hear the voice, the chatter, the experience, I'm like, yeah, these people have really been on the streets. They've really focused on like how to do things in their own perspective, and they've gotten it done. I'm gonna make her jacket. Whatever this outfit she's wearing, I make this red because I really like red to go up here. What's up?
Hi.
All right. Stop. Come on. Trying to make me mess up.
I'm not trying to make you miss.
Well, why? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure you were. Sure you weren't. Sure you weren't. You can take your skateboard back too.
You can keep it.
Okay.
Thanks.
You're welcome. You are welcome, my son. What else? What else can I tell you?
You were cool dad in house.
I'm being a cool dad so I can have this. Oh my gosh, let's go. What is this?
Starburst.
It's a Starburst. Why do they call it Starburst?
Because it bursts your mouth with because it bursts with sweetness in your mouth.
Oh, okay.
I just made that up. I think it's what I just
That sounds all right to me. Makes my what's the word? It makes my
mouth.
my saliva activate. We all have saliva.
Yeah.
It's part of our digestion. Yeah. That's a good piece of candy though. Look at that little dent. Look at that little dent in there.
I don't like
It's probably part of the making, the mold of it.
Those are really good. Almost too good.
Yeah. This is one delicious piece of plastic. I'm gonna eat this though.
Okay. Is it good?
There's cherry too.
It's cherry?
Mhm.
I'm gonna go get myself cherry.
Okay. Okay. That's a good piece of candy. It should say plastic though. You are now eating a piece of plastic. Let's go.
It's not plastic.
Oh, you heard that?
Ah,
What happened?
I dropped it.
Oh, that's not good. That is not good at all. Oh, this is supposed to be water. Oh, I got it now. I should have made it lighter.
Well, I dropped it.
Oh well.
Can you believe it?
Yes, I can believe you dropped a piece of candy on the floor. Yes, I do believe that.
It's good.
Okay. Yep, my piece of candy was pretty good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, this sucks. You have 300 subscribers, but 561 videos.
I know. It's perfect. Exactly the way it's supposed to be.
I say what you want it to be?
Nope. That's the way it is. Will I accept that? I have to accept it for what it is now.
Okay, but what would you want it to be if you could?
I want 1,200,067 subscribers. That's what I really want.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You want to know why?
Because you made it.
That's correct. Yep. That's absolutely correct. Mm-hmm.
Last day when you know the podcast, when you said when I was telling me not to say it because I made it.
Yeah.
And you said
Mm-hmm.
10 people left the stream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to warn you.
You were warning me not to say it. Oh no.
Yeah.
There's 10 people left. I wonder what they went to do after they left. Maybe they went to go make their own art. Maybe they went to go decide on what their life should be like because they're about to make it. Mm-hmm. It's incredible too. I'm pretty sure I've encouraged a ton of people to create. I'm pretty sure I have. I gave them ideas. I bounced a bunch of things off of their brain just by me doing something of my own nature. Mm. Not because I said it, because I did it. And that's what
because
counts.
you made it.
Yep. Seeing is believing. That is the truth. Wait, what time is it? I think this is gonna be our last one too. It's 10 o'clock. Yep, this is our last one.
2 o'clock?
It's 10.
Oh.
Yep. We got school tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah, we gotta get you ready. Actually, you should be in bed right now. I'm not tripping. All right, y'all. This is gonna be it. This is gonna be the last part of this stream here. This girl. Yep. 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 Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. This was a lot of fun today, though. Did I make 100 characters today? Nope. So tomorrow we'll finish this up, and yeah, we'll get right back at it. Oh, wait, I already added that. What else do I need to add there? And that is a knife, sir. That is a knife. So yeah, we will. Well, we'll finish this up. This incredible motif of characters. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what we're gonna do. I like this though. This is real cool. This became like the reason why I'm creating right now. Because it's like my imagination is just this wild. It's like everybody's got something going on. This guy right here is the main character. He is sleeping, so he's dreaming of everything that's happening on this. Yep, everything, every single thing. So, but I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you, Dondrell. Thank you, Life of Nature. Let me see who else popped in here too earlier. Thank you, Neighborhood. Thank you, Nolly. Thank you, Diego. Thank you for those who subscribe as well. Thank you so much for being a part of this amazing stream. And tomorrow we're going to finish this. I want to say we're going to finish this, but I still need to make 100 characters. So there's some spots on the page that are still blank, and we're going to fill it in. But until then, I will definitely see y'all in the next one. Yep. Let's go. See you later.